What is Obortech and Obot token? In this video, I'm going to walk you through everything you need to know about this company and their project token. Okay, all I'm asking of you is to stay with me till the end of this video, and I promise you, you are going to get the value you are actually expecting from this video. Okay, now you might be asking, or you might be wondering, what exactly is Obortech? Okay, now what is Obotech? Before I dive into explaining to us what Obotech is, I want to make you a promise. Okay, even though I'm not a financial advisor, I'm not also giving you financial advice. I also encourage you to do your research, because this is not a financial advice. I'm not a financial investor. I'm only doing this for information purpose. Always do your due diligence before you dive into this project. Okay, so right now I'm doing this because you need to be aware of this project, because your financial freedom is actually what we are here to discuss, and people have been requesting for me to make this video, and I promise to deliver the exact content, exact quality, the right information you're actually seeking out to get from this video. Now, the promises I want to make to you is that I'm going to deliver exact thing you are expecting to get from this video. Okay, now I'm going to promise to tell us what Obortech is. I'm also going to tell us what problem the company is solving. Okay, and then what team is behind this project. Okay, so we need to be aware of the project team, members of this project, and then why Obortech and the Obortech token. Okay, then the tokenomics and the metrics of this project, and then the last but not the least, I'm also going to bring to light the technology behind this project. So, not wasting much of your time, let's dive deep into this video without wasting much of our time. Okay, and I will also want to make an appeal. This is raw content, is not edited. In case I fumble with my words, apologies, please do well to understand, because I'm making it in real time. I'm not editing anything from this. So now, what is Obortech? Okay, Obortech is a company that has designed a smart hub platform. Now, what they have done is they have been able to build a supply chain system that can be able to manage different systems, okay, because the system is already broken. Now, the solutions that Obortech provide is a solution that everybody's actually looking out for. Now, we could ask, why Obortech? Okay, now Obortech is a platform, the smart hub platform, that have been able to solve this problem that those in the supply chain industry, personally I'm under the transport section or sector in the supply chain industry. Now, Obortech has been able to build this platform to manage both the producers, the manufacturers, the transporters, and the final consumer. So all the cycles that goes through in this whole platform, that is what Obortech is all about. Now, I do not want to waste much of your time, but let's see how much time we can be able to utilize in explaining things about this project. Okay, now they are saying you can actually build your system in their platform, and it's also mobile friendly. Okay, and then this platform is also built on blockchain network for transparency's sake. So I don't want to dive deep more into what blockchain is, or just to give you a little clue, blockchain is a platform, is a system, is a decentralized system that anyone can actually have access to, so that you can be able to track your transactions. Anybody from anywhere can be able to see it. It's an open source platform. Okay, now simple view search is a friendly platform. Then digital identity, inventory management. Okay, these are the things that the smart hub actually offers. And then event based charts, milestone tracking, document organizer, track shipment. Exactly, for most of us who are in the transportation industry, we like tracking our movement, or companies or customers like to track their movement of their parcels. Okay, now they also monitor the temperature of these items that have been shipped from point A to point B. Okay, Now you can also get notifications, very important. Okay, now collaboration rules, then P2P data validation, very important, peer-to-peer. Okay, so we need to be sure that Mr. A and Mr. B, their transactions is not breached. Okay, then this also is where escrow payment comes in. So the platform actually offers a lot. If you also look at here, we could see that their platform is built around these functionalities. They have blockchain, they have the AI, they have the TPing, they have the RWA, and then the sustainability of this platform. So time will actually fail us. Now, to conclude with this, they actually have a lot going on in their system. Now, let me rush this up. The P2P member verify, they need to verify their users, and then flexible platform, system to system, and then token reward. So we are going to dive more deep into the token aspect of this project. Okay, so if we also look at their use cases. Now, where is Obortech being used? They have a lot of use cases. Like I said earlier, they are used in the supply chain industry. Okay, those in the transport sector, a lot and a lot. Like they have a lot of use cases. So I'm trying to maximize my time. Okay, now, okay, I'll come back to this. This actually talks about their project, the token, the Obot token. Now, let's take a deep dive more into their website. Okay, so these are their platforms. Okay, these are all the platforms or their partners, people that have actually in one way or the other have one or two things to do with Obortech. Okay, and for you to see these companies here, it means that these companies are actually doing something serious. Okay, so now multiple user ecosystem. Okay, I'll come back to this later. So now you might be asking us, how does this actually works? Okay, I think let me explain this in a layman's language so that I do not actually speak too much grammar. Okay, now how does Obortech work actually? Obortech works in such a way that once you have a system, you have a product you want to get to the final consumer, you can reach out to Obortech. Obortech will be able to create a system or give you access to use their system. They will make available all the functionalities of their platforms are available to you, which is where the supply chain comes into full, which is where the smart hub comes into full usage, from the manufacturer, who is you. Then from the manufacturer you get to the delivery process. From there they'll be able to help you to manage the delivery to the final consumer. So all of this process comes into play if you can use Obortech. Okay, so I think I'm taking much time in explaining this. Let's just dive deep into knowing the team of this project. Okay, now who are the brain behind this project called Obortech? Okay, this is their Twitter account, so you can actually come here to make more reference, to get to understand more about what they're talking about. Okay, because this is not a financial advice, I'm only making this for information purpose, and also this is not a promotion from the company. But why I'm doing this video is because I love what these guys are doing. Okay, so I want to encourage you to be part of this project because it's going to be a game changer. Okay, because why this project is important is everybody depends or survives through the supply chain. The president of nations, every individual lives and breathes through the supply chain. There's nobody that do not in one way or the other benefit through the supply chain. Everything in this whole wide world relies on supply chain. So that's why I believe it's the future of this ecosystem. Okay, so now let's look at the founder of this project. This is the founder, Mr. Tamia. I greet you, sir. You are doing a nice job. One of the things I want to make an appeal to is to please tell your team to try and make a recent post, because your last post here is as of July. Okay, July 31st is not bad, but try and keep your community updated with what's happening and all of that. Okay, just try in carrying us along. Okay, So time will also fail us to read out the credentials of this young man who is doing a nice job. I think he's from Poland, if I'm not mistaken. So he is the founder CEO of Obortech, the smart hub company. Okay, so if we run down through this, we'll see his experience. We'll also see his licenses and certifications, a lot of things, his skills, a lot of things. Okay, now let's just dive deep into Obortech token. Okay, now we could be saying why Obortech and then why Obot token. Okay, now let's be more direct. Obortech is powered with the Obot token. So if you need to carry out any transaction in this platform, you need to have Obot token, which is their transaction, the money you pay for every transactions you make. So let's assume you want to carry out or you want to use their system for the transactions. The system will encourage you to have or to buy their native token to be able to carry out your transactions. And if you are a holder in this company, certain benefits will be given to you. Now let's quickly rush into going through their tokenomics, getting to understand what they have done so far. So far this coin has been able to do almost 1 cent. Okay, so but right now, if you can be able to dive into buying this project, you are buying it at a very reduced price. Now why am I making this video? Because everyone is trying to diversify their funds into different tokens or project and all of that, and I want to recommend, even though I will also want you to do your research about the company more. You need to know more about the team. I've been able to give you an idea about their founder CEO. He's doing a nice job. Okay, try and know more about them before you can invest your hard-earned money. But I'm beating my chest to say that this project is actually doing amazing. Okay, so now their total supply, if we come to their DeFi project here, you could see that their total supply here is about 300 million, and which is also what we can see here from the coin market cap. So they have just 300 million Obot token. Okay, and you can only access this coin from Mexi or Uniswap. This is the only platform you can buy this. Ignore any other smart contract asking you to buy. Ignore them. And so far, the coin market cap is telling us that they have over 6,000 plus holders. Okay, and their market cap is 1.3 million dollars market cap. So it's still pretty low. You can still get in and hold some of these token, because in no distant time this token is going to go to the moon, provided the team is doing something amazing. Okay, time will also fail us to go into the competitors, those who are competing with this company or those who this company is competing with, because I've already spent more time discussing about this project. But I believe I've been able to touch one or two things concerning this coin. In case you have one or two other questions, please do well to drop that on the comment box below. This is also their Telegram channel. They have an active community you can join. I will try and drop the link to this to drop this in the comment box below, so that you can be part of the community. Okay, so that should be that for this video, my friends. I will encourage you to please do well to like this video, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and then in case you have any project you want us to review, just feel free to let us know. I'll also drop a link for you to join our Telegram community in case you want to be part of some of the discussions we're having. Here is an active community. We look out for opportunities where you can make money online and through crypto, any legit legal way of making money. We try to explore them. Okay, so I think that should be all for this video. Reach out to us, and we are ready here to answer your questions live and direct. Peace, and see you in our next video. Remember to like, subscribe, and feel free to ask us any question. Peace.